King Charles stuns Bermuda with unexpected garden party speech. The recent visit of King Charles III to Bermuda stands as a landmark moment in the island's history. Amidst the lush greenery of the government house, the king hosted an elegant garden party that brought together community leaders and residents. His presence was not just a formal duty but a celebration of the enduring bond between the crown and the island. During the event, he delivered a speech that was both deeply personal and diplomatically significant. Chapter 1, A Royal Greeting and Warm Welcome. The garden party at Government House began under a brilliant Atlantic sun, providing a picturesque backdrop for King Charles III's opening address. As he stood before a diverse assembly of Bermudians, ranging from community volunteers to high-ranking officials, the king began by expressing his profound gratitude for the extraordinary and vibrant welcome he had received since his arrival. He noted that the spirit of the island was palpable, characterized by a unique blend of British tradition and distinct Caribbean Atlantic warmth. This initial greeting was more than a mere formality, it was an intentional acknowledgement of the deep-seated loyalty and affection that has defined the relationship between the Crown and Bermuda for over 4 centuries. The king spoke eloquently about the island's breathtaking natural beauty, remarking that the turquoise waters and pink sand beaches were even more stunning than he had remembered. However, he emphasized that the true jewel of the territory was its people. He remarked on the remarkable resilience and hospitality that he encountered at every turn, noting that the island's character is built on a foundation of community strength. By highlighting these traits, the king aimed to reinforce the idea that Bermuda is not just a remote territory, but a cherished and vital member of the British family, held in the highest regard by the royal house. Furthermore, the king's opening remarks carried a significant diplomatic weight. He acknowledged the evolving nature of the Commonwealth, yet reaffirmed that the bond between the United Kingdom and Bermuda remains as solid as the volcanic rock upon which this island stands. He took a moment to personally thank the governor and the premier for their tireless work in organizing the visit, recognizing the logistical feat of hosting a reigning monarch. This gesture of appreciation served to bridge the gap between London and Hamilton, emphasizing a partnership based on mutual respect, shared history, and a common vision for a peaceful and prosperous future. Chapter 2, Reflections on the Past and Light-Hearted Wit. In the second part of his address, King Charles transitioned from formal diplomacy to a more personal and intimate tone, masterfully using his trademark dry wit to connect with the audience. He took a nostalgic journey back to 1970, recalling his first visit to the archipelago as a young Prince of Wales. With a twinkle in his eye, he shared anecdotes from that era, noting how much, and yet how little, had changed. This trip down memory lane served as a bridge between generations, as he acknowledged those in the crowd who were present during his youth, creating a shared sense of history and continuity that only a lifelong public figure could provide. The king's humor truly shone when he addressed the historical significance of his presence. He noted with a self-deprecating smile that he was the first reigning British monarch ever to visit Bermuda while on the throne. "I am deeply conscious," he quipped, "that it has taken several centuries for a king to finally make it to these shores. I can only apologize for being so fashionably late, though I assure you the weight has been far harder on me than it has been on you." This light-hearted apology for the royal delay was met with ripples of laughter, instantly softening the formal atmosphere of the garden party and making the sovereign appear more accessible and human to the local guests. Beyond the historical jokes, the king turned his wit toward his living arrangements at Government House. Having stayed in the residence during his tour, he playfully commented on the frantic preparations that often precede a royal visit. He remarked on the suspiciously fresh scent of paint in the hallways and the unusually pristine gardens, jokingly suggesting that he felt guilty for causing such a flurry of renovation. By poking fun at the royal effect, the tendency for everything to be polished to perfection just before he arrives, he signaled his appreciation for the hard work of the staff and decorators, while simultaneously signaling that he is a guest who values authenticity and warmth over rigid, artificial perfection. Chapter 3, Cultural Heritage and Environmental Stewardship.
Government House, which I wasn't sure was going to be ready in time. Anyway, it is, and it does smell of paint.
As the speech progressed, King Charles transitioned into a more profound discussion regarding Bermuda's identity, weaving together the island's rich cultural tapestry and its critical role in global conservation. He spoke with genuine fascination about the Gombe tradition, which he had witnessed earlier in the day. He described the vibrant costumes and rhythmic drumming not just as a performance, but as a powerful heartbeat of resistance, resilience, and rebirth. By acknowledging the complex history behind these traditions, including their roots in the era of slavery, the king demonstrated a thoughtful engagement with Bermuda's past, honoring the strength of those who shaped the island's unique social fabric. Turning his focus to the natural world, a subject close to his heart for over half a century, the king lauded Bermuda as a vanguard of environmental hope. He spoke in detail about the island's pioneering efforts in marine biology and the protection of the Sargasso Sea. He highlighted the critical work being done at the Bermuda Aquarium, Museum and Zoo, noting that the island's small size belies its massive impact on Atlantic conservation. To him, Bermuda is a living laboratory, and he praised the local scientists and volunteers who work tirelessly to protect the cahao bird and the coral reefs that act as the island's natural fortress against the rising tides. The king's tone became more urgent as he addressed the global climate crisis, framing Bermuda's environmental stewardship as a model for the rest of the world. He remarked that the island's intimate relationship with the ocean gives its people a unique wisdom that the great powers would do well to heed. He emphasized that protecting the delicate blue economy is not merely an option but a necessity for survival. By linking Bermuda's cultural survival to its environmental health, he underscored a message of interconnectedness, urging the community to remain steadfast guardians of their land and sea for the sake of the generations yet to come. Chapter 4: A Vision for the Future and Farewell. In the final movement of his speech, King Charles turned his gaze toward the horizon, focusing on the future of Bermuda and its place in a rapidly changing world. He spoke with particular passion about the island's youth, whom he had met earlier at various community centers and sporting events. He described the contagious energy and boundless ingenuity of the young Bermudians he encountered, noting that their leadership would be the primary driver of the island's success in the 21st century. To the king, the next generation represents not just the heirs of Bermuda's traditions, but the architects of its modernization, balancing technological progress with the preservation of their unique heritage. The king also took the opportunity to reaffirm Bermuda's vital role within the modern Commonwealth. He described the organization as a family of nations that thrives on diversity and mutual support, asserting that Bermuda's voice is essential in global discussions, especially those regarding the unique challenges faced by island territories. He praised the island's economic resilience and its status as a sophisticated global hub for insurance and finance, noting that Bermuda's, punching above its weight, is a source of pride for the entire Commonwealth. By framing Bermuda as a leader among small island states, he encouraged the population to continue leading with the confidence and innovation they are known for. As the sun began to set over the Government House gardens, the king concluded his address with a heartfelt and personal farewell. He thanked the guests once more for their unfailing kindness and the indelible memories he would carry back to London. His closing words were a blessing for the continued peace, stability, and prosperity of the island. Though the ocean may separate our shores, he remarked, the ties of history, affection, and shared values ensure that we are never truly apart. The speech ended to a standing ovation, leaving the crowd with a profound sense of connection and a renewed spirit of partnership between the crown and the gem of the Atlantic. Chapter 5: The Lasting Legacy and Royal Departure. The final chapter of the king's visit was defined by a sense of quiet reflection as he prepared to depart from the L.F. Wade International Airport. Beyond the glamour of the garden party and the resonance of his speeches, the true impact of the tour began to settle into the collective consciousness of the island. This visit was not merely a ceremonial tick box, it served as a powerful reaffirmation of the constitutional and emotional ties between Bermuda and the United Kingdom. For many residents, the king's genuine interest in local issues, ranging from social history to modern sustainability, transformed a formal state visit into a meaningful dialogue that promised to influence policy and community initiatives for years to come. In the days following his departure, The royal effect was seen in a surge of interest toward the charitable organizations the king visited. His endorsement of the Bermuda National Trust and local youth sports programs provided these institutions with a renewed sense of purpose and international visibility. Furthermore, his discussions regarding the blue economy sparked fresh debates in the House of Assembly about accelerating marine protection zones. The king's visit acted as a catalyst, proving that the monarchy, while rooted in tradition, could still serve as a relevant and modern force for mobilizing global attention toward local environmental and social challenges. As the royal plane took to the skies, the legacy of May 2026 remained firmly planted in Bermudian soil. The visit succeeded in bridging the gap between a storied past and a hopeful future. It left behind a sense of mutual validation. Bermuda felt seen and respected on the world stage, and the crown demonstrated its ability to listen and adapt. The image of the king laughing with Gombe dancers and discussing climate science with local students became a defining portrait of a modern monarchy, one that values the small island nations not just as territories, but as vital, leading partners in the global community. In conclusion, King Charles III's visit to Bermuda was a masterful blend of historic significance and personal warmth. His engagement at the garden party reaffirmed the deep-rooted friendship between the crown and the island's people. By honoring the past while championing a sustainable future, the king left an indelible mark on the territory. The echoes of his speech continue to inspire a sense of unity and pride across the archipelago. Ultimately, this royal tour served as a powerful reminder that even the smallest islands hold a monumental place in the heart of the Commonwealth. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel.